Over 26 hero changes, a brand new stance switching fighter, and battlefield tweaks that could finally shake up Golden. This patch is not playing around. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video let's get straight into patch note 2.1.42 that just dropped on the original server. Let's start with the new hero of the patch, Shifting Cloud Sora. And before we go any deeper, if you want the full in-depth skill breakdown, make sure to check out this video. Sora is a hybrid fighter who can switch between tank and assassin styles using his ultimate. He has 9 skills and is super versatile. His damage scales of HP and depending on the form. You either have stupid amounts of damage or stupid amount of CC. Overall, Sora is extremely strong in this patch, but only if you understand how to build and switch forms properly. If you want to see how well he performs in real games, check out this video on our second channel. And we also have full Sora build and guide coming soon. So make sure to subscribe and turn on bell notification so you don't miss it. Let's move to hero balance because this patch hits almost every role. Freya's biggest issue was how useless she felt without her ultimate. To fix that, her ultimate cooldown is massively reduced from 54 to 46 seconds down to 34 to 26 seconds, and the cooldown now starts after the ultimate finishes. Note on cast. While diving down, she now gains 50% damage reduction, and the dive speed is slightly faster. This gives Freya much higher uptime and makes her engage way harder to punish. Zushin control was too oppressive, so her sustain gets toned down, while her damage goes up. Her passive mana regen per Crimson Butterfly drops from 5% to 3%, and the regen interval slows from 0.25 seconds to 0.33 seconds. In return, skill 2 gets stronger base damage increases to 45 to 95 with 30% magic scaling, and it now deals 60% bonus damage to minions. The smash damage is reworked to 200 to 300 plus 10 to 15% of the captured target's maximum HP, meaning tank throws actually hurt. After knocking an enemy airborne, they can't be marked again for 4 seconds. But during that window, skill 2 deals 15 to 25% increased damage. Her ultimate now stacks Soul Snare faster at 0.5 seconds per stack instead of 1 second. Leomord's passive is completely redesigned. Every hit from basic attacks or skills now grants 25 Oathkeeper energy. At 100 energy, his next basic attack deals 200% crit damage and heals him for 100 plus 10 per hero level plus 12% extra maximum HP. He can't crit normally anymore, and every 1% crit chance converts into 1% crit damage instead. In mounted form, every gain is increased by 200%. Skill 1 loses its shield but now deals 200% damage to creeps, greatly improving jungle clear speed. Angela gets longer attachment time but weaker mobility. Her passive movement speed per stack is reduced from 7.5% to 5%. Skill 1 cooldown increases from 7 seconds to 8 seconds, but when attached, its cooldown is reduced by 50%. Her ultimate cooldown jumps from 20 seconds to 60 seconds, but the attachment duration increases from 12 seconds to 20 seconds, and the shield now lasts until she detaches. The ultimate cooldown also starts immediately after casting. Rafaela's healing and speed utility are buffed. Skill 2's additional healing magic scaling increases from 45% to 65%, and her movement speed bonus now scales at 1% per 10 magic power instead of 20. Her ultimate cooldown is reduced from 42 to 34 seconds to 38 to 30 seconds, giving her more frequent impact. Adjs gets huge sustain buffs. Skill 1 healing increases from 250 to 400 to 360 to 585. The hybrid defense duration increases from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. Cooldown adjusts to 11 to 8.5 seconds. And mana cost drops from 110 to 210 to 60 to 120. His ultimate now doubles the hybrid defense bonus, making team fights much harder for enemies to break through. Lolita shifts towards a stronger personal impact. Her passive no longer auto-shields allies periodically, but shield frequency now scales from every 6 seconds to every 6 to 3 seconds based on ultimate level. Skill 1 cooldowns drops from 10 seconds to 10 to 8 seconds, and damage increases from 300 to 550 to 400 to 650. Her ultimate slows increases from 50% to 60%, and damage increases from 500 to 900 to 600 to 1200. Each ultimate level also reduces shield interval by 1 second. Tigreal gets stronger, engages, and kill pressure. Skill 2 charge speed increases from 6 to 8, and ultimate base damage jumps from 270 to 430 to 600 to 1000. Johnson's ultimate explosion damage now scales with 240 to 360% of total physical defense instead of magic power, meaning full tank Johnson actually deals meaningful damage when crashing. Kufra's passive cooldown is reduced from 12 seconds to 8 seconds, giving him better poke and more frequent pressure in lane and team fights. Atlas skill 1 damage is heavily increased from 250 to 390 to 400 to 600. Each target can now only be hit once, making the damage more stable and predictable. Hayabusa's skill 2 travel distance is reduced by 20% for both him and his shadows, making backline access harder. To compensate, cooldown is reduced from 20 to 16 seconds to 16 to 14 seconds, and his ultimate cooldown drops from 50 seconds to 40 seconds. Lilia gets quality of life buffs. Skill 1 range increases from 7 to 7.5. Skill 2 range from 5 to 5.5. And the AoE after Gloom Devour's Shadow Energy also increases from 5 to 5.5. Nana's damage shifts towards Skill 1. Skill 1 damage increases to 300 to 500, while Skill 2 damage is reduced to 150 to 275. Zetian's Skill 1 gets smoother scaling. The first two waves now deal 150 to 275. The third wave remains 360 to 660. Mana cost drops from 70 to 120 to 50 to 75. And cooldown drops from 6 seconds to 5 seconds. Aurora's Skill 2 now gains 0.06 seconds of extra freeze duration for every 100 magic power, making her late game control much scarier. Barrett's ultimate is less punishing for him. Missing it now refunds 50% cooldown, while hitting it instantly grants maximum big guy stakes. Bonus damage scaling increases from 1.8% to 5% of total HP. Zilong's early and mid game are heavily buffed. Physical attack growth increases from 6.65 to 9. Passive damage becomes 100 plus 80% total physical attack. Dragon Flurry damage increases to 80 to 30% scaling, and it can now be triggered by skills. Skill 2 no longer triggers a follow-up basic attack. Lucas's Skill 2 cooldown drops from 14 to 8 seconds to 12 to 8 seconds. And Lightning Storm extra damage increases to 50 to 1000. Pakito's Skill 2 cooldown drops to 7 to 5.5 seconds, and ultimate cooldown drops to 15 to 12 seconds, allowing more frequent combos. Grog no longer gains control immunity while casting skills. Though they still can't be interrupted, his ultimate now grants control immunity while charging. Garukacha's Skill 2 tone duration now scales from 0.9 to 1.5 seconds, instead of a fixed 1.5 seconds. And the minimum sprint distance is reduced. Mia's passive physical attack bonus increases from 20% to 25%, inherited attack effect from 20% to 25%, and the ultimate movement speed is now 65% at all levels. Granger's Skill 1 base damage is reduced to 60 to 100. Harith's enhanced basic attack scaling is reduced, while his shield scaling increases to 120% magic power, and his enhanced basic attacks now deal reduced damage to turrets. Let's move on to the battlefield changes, because these directly affect rank pacing and lane balance. First up, the game now switches to Mythical Honor battlefield rules. The exclusive state adjustments that used to apply in Mythic will now only activate after reaching Mythical Honor, making high ranks games feel more consistent. To help marksmen survive in Gold Lane Siege minions now gives 40% extra gold instead of 30%. At the same time, objectives are tankier. Base turret HP increases from 7300 to 8200, and base HP increases from 7900 to 9000, slightly slowing down snowball pushes. Roaming also sees a major overhaul. As match goes longer, roamers now gain more value from vision and aggression instead of farming. Vision reveals now grants 30 gold plus 1 gold per hero level, and EXP gains scales with level as well. After 8 minutes, passive ROM's income increases to 10 gold and 20 EXP after 5 seconds. For roaming blessings, Conceal and Dire Hit no longer gain income from nearby minion or creep kills. Instead, after dealing damage to enemy heroes, they now grant 30 plus 2 gold per hero level and 20 plus 8 EXP per hero level on a 15-second cooldown. This heavily rewards active aggressive roamers. Meanwhile, Encourage and Favor receive enough to shared income from minions and creeps, dropping to 35%. Encourage is adjusted to compensate by granting 20 hybrid defense to nearby allies. On the item side, Demon Hunter Sword is reworked. The 8% lifesteal is removed, but each basic attack now restores 20 plus 4 HP per hero level, and it still counts as an attack effect. This improves sustain for attack speed heroes without making lifesteal stake too hard. Rose Gold Meteor and Queen's Wing are adjusted so their defensive passive now only trigger after taking damage from enemy heroes, making them more reliable and less abusable. Finally, battle spells are tuned down slightly. Ice Retribution now steals 50 movement speed plus 2 per hero level instead of 70. And Vengeance damage reflects 25% of damage taken instead of 35%, reducing backline punishment. Now for system updates and quality of life changes. Ranked Season 38 ends on December 17 and Season 39 begins on December 18. Completing ranked matches will reward Balman's Ironhide, Berserker Seasonal Skin and the Cloud Rise Avatar border. Surprise flip rewards are expanded with Aurora themed battle emotes and an avatar border, exclusive to that system. The MLBB Rising Open system now allows players to gain hero power which scales with MRO level. You can also view detailed Rising Open states directly from your profile, and preview pack rewards and guaranteed draw counts in the shop. A new free recording feature lets you record gameplay highlights mid-match using a floating button. There's also a new option to record and share battle achievement animations, though both features may be disabled on low-performance devices. Highlight notifications are improved with new categories like clutch control and multiple tier of AoE performance, making standout players more visible. Lastly, the result screen is improved. You can now tap another player's avatar to view their name card, hero info and skill details. And Caesar's code verification badges have been visually clarified. So guys, what do you think? Are you excited about all the changes? Which hero are you going to be spamming in rank? Let us know down below and make sure to check out the latest Sora gameplay on our second channel. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.